In spring of 2021, we launched our best in class multi unit leadership certification program. And so far, we have over 100 participants go through the program through completion. We have learned many things, in this last 2 years with this program. But today, I am going to share with you the top 10 things that we have learned in the process of delivering these amazing program to aspiring or existing and even tenured district managers and multi-unit leaders. And a lot of things were interesting, eye-opening, and some of the things that we learned are things that helped us adjust our program to make it even better. So, if you are a district manager or if you are a business owner, multi unit franchisee, and you have one or more district managers, this program is for you because you want to learn about this. So, let's go ahead and get started with the first thing that we learned through these training of 100 plus district managers in our program. So, first, we learned that most multi unit leaders are today what we call super GMs. And we kind of suspected that just simply from our 35-year experience in the franchise industry. We knew that that has been, what has been going on. We knew that that is the experience for many people. But now, after training 100 plus district managers, almost 150, we have now confirmed that most district managers really are super GMs because they do not understand what is their role as a multi-unit leader and district manager. And that role is completely different from being a general manager. But because of the lack of training and guidance and processes and procedures, they don't know what their role is or how to do it. And so what happens is that they default to what they know best, which is being a great general manager of a unit. And they just try to multiply that across the different units that they're responsible for. So that is the first thing that we learned, or should I say, we confirmed through these last 2 years of experience. The second thing that we learned, in the last 2 years is that the biggest challenge that multi-unit leaders or district managers have in their job is time management. And the reality is that it makes sense because as a unit manager, you are following your day-to-day schedule based on the operations and the need of your unit. Your operations, your business model pretty much dictates what you do every day. However, when you're a district manager, you really dictate what you're going to do every day, and it's all based on the needs of your district, of the different units, and all the units have different needs. So you need to learn how to manage your time so that you can be focusing on the right things in the right units at the right time. And making that happen across different units is the biggest challenge. I will tell you that in these last 2 years, teaching the district managers that have gone through a program how to manage the time better has been a true game changer for all of them. I will tell you that at graduation, it is one of the things that almost all of them mention that has made the biggest difference in their job every day. So, very important. If you have a district manager, just know that they are all struggling with time management. And you probably know that already, but it is absolutely confirmed the need to have that skill and how to do it. The third thing that we learned from this last 2 years of training over 100 district managers is that most district managers are struggling significantly with staffing. Now, obviously, a lot of people already know this, but what you may not be 100% clear about is that this is one of the reasons why they are super GMs, because when they do not have general managers or unit leaders in place, they then slide into that position, which is the position that they're comfortable with, and do that role. The problem is that the district then, it is not being led or managed the way that it needs to be by the district manager. This district manager is stuck running this unit and doing the best they can, overseeing the other units in their district. And so this is causing a lot of issues, and it's costing you, Mr. Business Owner, a lot. because now these district managers are stressed and they have a very poor quality of life. And I will tell you that many of them are on the verge of burnout. And if we don't correct the situation, not only are they going to be losing their position, their career, but you as a business owner are going to lose a valuable team member that is doing the best that they can trying to manage the situation. So this is the third thing that we have learned. Now, let me go about the fourth thing that I'm going to share here today in this show of what we learned from these last 2 years of delivering this best-in-class district manager training program. And that is that the biggest aha that the district managers and the participants get through the program, and the biggest aha is how different and how important people leadership and their role in that in their district is so critical, and how to do it. They learn in the program that they are not supposed to be executing, but instead inspiring the people to execute the right way. And they learn how it is important to be aware of who they are as a leader, and then how they can develop others to be great leaders. But most importantly, how they can be better leaders and inspiring the team, because that's the role of a district manager. This is the biggest aha, something that as they're going through the material and the classroom discussions and the assignments that they had to implement, they realize, how they were doing it wrong and what the right way looks like. This is like the biggest aha, and is one of the things that really becomes a change in the organization uh, when it comes to the leadership. So that's the fourth thing that we learned. The fifth thing that we learned is that the direct supervisor involvement during the program, before and after, but specifically during the program, and then of course after, is critical for the success of these multi-unit leaders, not only during the program, but even in the day-to-day job. And I know that the direct supervisors, whether you are a director operations, vice president operations, franchise owner, I know you're busy. But I'm going to tell you that your participation, your involvement on your direct report or your district manager, and your collaboration and cooperation is critical for their success and their experience in their job. Now, one of the things, as we were learning this through the last 2 years, we were changing and evolving our program to involve these direct supervisors more and more. So much so that at the beginning, we decided to give the direct supervisors access to all of the lessons that the district managers were learning. And then we went a step further, and now we actually have 3 calls, mastermind calls with the direct supervisors to guide them, to teach them, to answer questions, to ensure the involvement in the program of the participant, because that is a critical point. We see it every time in every cohort, how the more involved that the direct supervisor is in the participants program, the better the success of the program. Not only do they excel in the program, they absorb all the information, but what happens afterwards is just incredible. The more that the direct supervisors are involved. And so this is something critical. So even if you are not going through the program right now, if you have a district manager that reports directly to you, make sure that every week you have a touch point with them, because that makes a difference in the results and their experience. All right, so that brings me to the sixth thing that we learned through the last 2 years and over 100 district managers trained. And that is that if you are coming from a large organization and then you're looking at our program, it is much better that you have a group of your district managers going through the program at the same time than if you only send one person at a time. Obviously, they're still going to have, great knowledge, great experience, great abilities. There's still going to be a lot of value from it. But as an organization, you are missing things if you don't have at least a group of them go through it together. Because when a group, and this is what we have noticed, because we have had many groups go together and have seen that versus somebody that has sent people one by one. And the impact is tremendous, because what happens when you send a group through the program together, first, they are able to collaborate on the things that they're doing and defining the systems for their organization. So if they're collaborating, that means that the district managers are working together on applying what we're teaching them and defining your organization's systems for the district manager role. Something else is that then together they can collaborate in adjusting the templates that we provide. So if you don't have some of the templates and tools that you need or the district managers need to do their job, then these district managers as a team can then collaborate together and define and adjust our templates into your organization's new tools. And number three is that you are building team by this happening. And when you build team between your district managers, not only are you having them not feel alone anymore, not only are they building better relationships with their fellow district managers, but now together they are implementing or defining the culture in your organization. And what a powerful thing that is when your district managers, with these new tools, this new learning, these new processes and procedures, they are creating an exciting new culture in your organization. That is possible when a group of people go from the same organization, go together through this program. So something that we learn and we encourage highly. The seventh thing that we learned through these last 2 years is that immediate implementation of what the participants are learning is key. Now, the program is designed so that they are doing just that. Every module has several lessons, and the lessons have action items. These action items is truly implementation of what they're learning every week in the program. And so obviously part of the exercise is that for them to implement this. Now, some of them could just be pencil whipping, some of these exercises, but the ones that are truly implementing and putting the systems in place in their district, in their units right away are the ones that are getting a significant value out of this whole experience and training. Now, obviously, because it's part of the program, uh, almost all of them are actually doing this as they're going through the program. But as that is being done, if they're learning and they're implementing, obviously what they're doing now is getting the skills, the practice of the routines and tasks that they're going to need to do forever, evermore in that particular role in the organization. It is absolutely critical. It is key for their learning, and maximizing the opportunity and the experience of this learning, exercise. The number 8 thing that we have learned in this program is that early management of the participants' activity is critical from our side so that they do not get behind. Something that we really understood before we even launched the program is that district managers are very busy. And we know that they have a lot of things going on, especially when they have not had any training or guidance on how to do their job. And so sometimes they get behind. And when they get behind, then once they get behind, if they get too behind, they have a 50-50 chance of actually completing the program, because this is not just an easy, PC kind of program. This is an intense development program for district managers in their role. It's 10 weeks long and it is pretty intense. And so if they don't stay on with all the weekly, content and the weekly assignments, it's easy to get behind. And so we have learned to manage that from the very beginning to make sure that all the participants are making the most out of it, because not only do they have, if they get behind, let's say by week 6, there's a 50-50 chance that they're going to complete. Now, the worst part is, or not the worst part, but another option is that they may actually still complete the assignments and the actions they need to do, but when they are just cramming it all at the end of the program just to meet the expectations, then what happens is that they're not getting the maximum value out of the program. And so we have developed a really early management process so that we can actually help these participants keep up with the program, and not only in the way that they learn, the way they participate during the class with the instructor, but also the implementation, so they can get the full value of what they're learning in this intense 10 weeks. The ninth thing that we have now learned in this last 2 years is that the district managers want to do a good job. And I don't know if it's that the fact that the ones that we get in our program are the ones that either themselves want to develop themselves into a better district managers, or that their direct supervisor or franchise owner boss have identified them as obviously great employees that they want to develop them into better district managers. Either way, every single one of them that come to our program, they want to do a good job. They really want to demonstrate to their direct supervisor, the boss, the business owner, that they are good at their job. The challenge that they have is that they don't really sometimes not know how to do it. And so as they're getting the how of everything that they need to do as a district manager, I mean, the excitement, the happiness, the joy, the self-satisfaction, the pride that they have that now they know how to do it, it's just absolutely amazing. And so we love the fact that we get to have a part in this change, in this evolution of these amazing leaders in the organizations, because they already come with the excitement, the determination, the commitment to do a great job. And now we give them the tools so that they actually know how to make that happen. So at the end, it's only left up to them because now they know how, which we absolutely love it. And the 10th thing that we learned in these last 2 years is that there is, and we knew this already, we kind of have an idea. We had done some research and we realized that there really is no real multi unit training out there, you know, until now, obviously. And what I mean by that is that there are some courses, there's leadership courses, and there's some theoretical courses and things that you can buy online and watch on your own at your own pace, and that's good and well, but it is not the tactical, practical activities, routines, actions that the district manager needs to do every day, every week, every month, every quarter, every year that actually will be the ones that produce the results in their district. That is what our multi-unit leadership certification program does. And so we are so excited because the more that we look, the more we realize that we are providing a service not only to business owners, but district managers that really want to do a great job, and we're delivering this with our program. And so having said that, I hope that this gives you a couple of ideas of what we have learned as we have delivered this program in the last 2 years, and we have over 100 district managers go through it successfully, and we go back and check in with their direct supervisors and see how things are going and get all kinds of positive feedback that we're so excited about, and continue to make slight changes here and there based on that feedback to make it better. So now you can imagine, after 2 years and over 100 district managers being trained, our program is even better than it was before. So if you have a district manager, or you yourself are a district manager, and you would like to learn more about how you can provide this program, this amazing opportunity to your district manager so that they can be the effective leaders that they want to be every day, I would like to invite you to join us on a webinar where we provide information on this program and then share with you, what are the things that we're going to teach them, how we deliver it, how we teach it, and what should be the outcome that you should expect from this program. All you need to do is go to www.districtmanagertraining.com and register to the next seminar or webinar where we give you that information. Again, www.districtmanagertraining.com. And I'm excited to be able to continue to provide this program through the American Franchise Academy and beyond, and to be able to see you there and hopefully give you all this knowledge and opportunity so that you and your organization can be successful. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.